he'll do a special and he works his ass off. He works harder than me. He gets mad at me because he's like, I do 200 shows before I shoot a special. You're doing 30. And I'm like, but I'm scared on the road, and like you're in a private jet and I'm at Southwest Air Gate, and like it just, I don't know, everyone's different. Yeah. But he's so good, and but he's brave. Not just in the material. Oh, hi.
What's up?
Do you know I was in the middle of something deep?
Yeah, man.
I'm just kidding. I can't be mad at you. Yeah. What he taught me is he's brave, not just in his cake material, whatever, but he'll do a special. That material's dead, and he goes back to the cellar, and the crowd goes bananas because it's Chris Rock, and he just tries new stuff and is willing to disappoint the audience and bomb, maybe find a couple kernels of something and start from there.
And you're not willing to do that?
Yes, I am, but I learned it from him.
Right.
You know, after my first special, that was like the culmination of like my entire first 10 years of stand-up or something. And it was solid and great, and it was like this character, that well-developed character. But when it was over, I was like still doing it. And then I was just like, I've got to write new material, but people are coming just to see me now. I'm not just a comic on the lineup, and I don't want to disappoint them. I had to learn to disappoint them. I had to learn to start from zero, have my notebook, you know, and just disappoint the crowd. But you know, they some people don't get it, some people do, and whatever. It's just, you have to be willing to do it, because otherwise you're not going to write new stuff, and you're not going to grow and figure out who you are today or now. And so like my stand-up's changed so much. But like you said, like, what do you regret? And I do have those regrets. I don't know that I would change it, because I like the path I'm on. I like realizing new stuff and everything, but you do have to grow and change, because if you stick with that one thing that got you up to one place, you become a caricature of yourself. And it's like how very still water will get mosquitoes.
That's right, get all nasty and gnarly, yeah.
You know, you've got to be moving, you know, and I don't know what my point was. I think I had a better one, but I forgot
I'm
it.
with you. But with that, do you feel like, just like with art and with life in general, do you feel like this is the healthiest? Do you feel like you just get better and better? Do you feel like this is the healthiest you've ever been?
I do. And you know what? Joan Rivers said something that made me so inspired, because she was, you know, we're very different, but I loved her so much. But she said, like, she felt like she didn't find herself as a stand-up until she was in her 70s. And I love that about stand-up. And acting too. Totally. Like, you know, like that, there's a place for everyone of every age. I mean, so many of my friends are comics, and they go from anywhere from 19 to 96, you know?
That's such a,
and they're every religion and every color, and you know.
But what you said, that like really resonates with me. It brings back to Howard Stern, I think. I am so inspired and encouraged and like in awe of people in their 70s, people who are older, who continue to change, continue to grow, but find happiness, that their personal lives are growing.
I mean, it makes me think of, there's a Sondheim musical, Sunday in the Park with George, and in it there's a song called Move On, and the whole show is about art, and it's cool, like, you know, if you listen to the lyrics, and she's just saying, move on, you know, the choice may be mistaken. The choosing is not, just, you know, so in other words, just make a choice. Yeah. If it's the wrong choice, you'll make another choice. That's right. But you've just got to move, go forward, you know?
That's right.
And I find it inspiring, you know?
Right on. Right on. You guys got anything else? Huh?
Mother, anything else you want to know?
Mother.
I do take naps. Not always, but if I have.
Well, did they load that? Did they load that?
They said you don't. They said you're anti-nap.
Yeah.
It has to be the right amount of time. It can't be too long, or you're.
I'm not. Look. Here's my thing. I can't with a nap. I can't with that. I respect it. Yeah, man. And like, you know.
I just think it's so great that we can disagree on this and still be friends.
We can totally yeah. And I can still respect the fact, you know, that you now. Let me ask you this. Okay. If I were to call you up, right? Like, say we were, you know, like we were phone friends, right? Like, I'd love to be your phone friend. I'd hit you up and be like, yo, Sarah, what are you doing? I just got up from a nap. Like, I think there's something.
You'd be like bummed out?
I just be like, really, man? Like, that's what you're doing right now? Like, you're taking a nap?
Well, I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
I have a very active dream life, and I have to be there a lot.
Fair enough. All right, that's cool. If it was like the middle of the day, right? And you're just like, all right, I'm watching some stupid, I'm smoking and watching this show. Would you be like, yeah, that's what I'm doing?
What do you
Like, would you be like, are you fine with just being like in the middle of your day? Like, that's like you're putting out into the world.
Right.
I'm like
what
smoking
you're saying
I'm
is,
just smoking a watching a show. Like,
if you called me and I was napping, what you're saying is I should be like, hey, what's up?
there you go.
Yeah.
Like, like so because it's we have to like, but just like, man, like some, there wouldn't be a tinge of like, damn, I was just taking a nap. I mean, I would hope we would have that
100%.
honesty, but there wouldn't be some part of you that would be a little bit like, dude, it's like 3:00 and I'm napping.
I'll never forget one time for a while, I was waking up and then sitting in a chair. I had, this is my first house. Like, I always lived in like a 2-room apartment, and I was in that apartment, and I would get up and I would just sit in a chair, like all day. And then my phone rang and I was like, hello. And it was my agent. And he's like, what are you doing right now? And I said, working. So I get it. Yeah. And I also have that hang up from my dad. Like,
Gotta go.
When my dad would call, like I would, if I was stay at my mom's house, my dad would call. I'd like turn off the TV so he didn't hear it in the background. I have such a hang up about seeming lazy.
Yeah.
So, but as an adult, I go, well, this is my life that I got.
Fair enough. And you've earned yourself a nap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like a little nap.
Yeah. You motherfuckers haven't earned a nap. None of us have earned that yet. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just don't nap. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Just go to sleep.
I love bedtime though.
Bedtime's the best.